أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدم الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Right, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well.
Walaikum assalam, Maulana.
Walaikum
Walaikum
assalam.
assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah.
Right. Last week we finished up the understanding of so I'm not going to repeat. I'm going to ask would it be possible to ask Sister Maryam Taj? Sister Maryam Taj, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Sheikh.
Can you come on the mic, Sister Maryam? Explain what we did last week.
What we did last week.
So we spoke about the present tense. The present tense has three types of states, depending upon if the particle lam or lan comes and the last letter changes.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay. When the lam and the lam came. Okay. Okay. So when the lam came, then the okay.
Shall I explain? Is it a bit challenging? Shall I do it?
No, I don't know where to start. That's all.
Okay. So what you need to do? Yeah. So this is the reason. Is ask yourself. So when you have to explain something, go back to the basics. So go back to the basic that the present tense. Whenever you have the present tense, you in the singular forms yaftahu, taftahu, taftahu, aftahu, naftahu. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So these 5 forms, the singular verb of the present tense, last letter will receive a dhamma.
Dhamma, yes.
That is the ruling of the fi'l mudari marfu. Marfu, I'll write that in the actual, it's called, let me just write that down in the WhatsApp group, in the actual chat box. Just 1 second.
So I just revised the lesson, whatever you told us, you know.
Yeah. I'm just,
okay.
I'll help everyone so that they know the next time how to do it.
Okay.
Just 1 second. الفعل المضارع الفعل المضارع المرفوع. So فعل مضارع مرفوع. So the original state of the present tense is that the singular verbs of the present tense will get a dhamma. يفتح أنت تفتح هي تفتح أنت تفتح أنا أفتح نحن نفتح. Now when we make the dual هما أنتما أنتما, we add the noon with the kasra, and this noon with the kasra demonstrates that the present tense verb is in its original form. There is no there is no lam or lan preceding the present tense verb. And yaftahuna, the noon with a fatha, the noon with a fatha at the end, is demonstrating that the present tense verb is in its original form. Yaftahna, hunna, and antunna, these noons always remain. Always remain. They do not get, they're not expelled from it itself. Okay. Now, this is what you need to explain. Like the present tense, sorry, like the noun has the three states. What are the three states for a noun?
Marfu, mansoob, and majroor.
Give me an example, Sister Fiza, for all three of them.
Like Muslimun.
Muslimun, correct?
Marfu. Musliman.
Correct. What's that example of?
Mansoob.
Correct. And then majroor?
Muslimin.
Excellent. Question.
Majroor.
Now, Sister Fiza, you've done the examples, but you did not put them in a sentence now.
I have to put in that sentence too?
Yes.
Okay. Last time you told us like Ra'aytu Musliman.
MashaAllah.
I saw one Muslim. So that's and you told us that the difference between verb and noun is that in the verb, with verbs, the noun will come in original state only. But with the nouns, the three different states of noun, the noun is not dropped in duals.
No.
Right?
The
noun will remain.
Yeah, the noun is remaining in all of the three states of the noun.
The three states of the noun.
Exactly. Yeah.
But with the verb, the noun will drop in this imperative.
Excellent. Excellent. MashaAllah, that's brilliant. Now
that was the conclusion of the all explanation. You gave so much examples like Ra'aytu Musliman and Ra'aytu Muslimaini. You explained that to change its state from marfu to mansoob, we change Muslimani to Muslimaini.
Excellent.
And at the end, also you gave us the example that kullu fa'ilin marfu'un wa kullu maf'ulin mansoob.
MashaAllah.
So that was the difference because of the position, the subject, the doer, the file. That's why the ja'a muslimun, it's marfu. So it was Muslim, right? Muslimun.
MashaAllah. Excellent.
That was
MashaAllah.
Last lesson, I think.
That was last lesson. Brilliant. That's really good. Now, I just want to wrap up this and then move on. So this is what we've done. Now, then this yaftahu yaftahani, this is fi'l mudari marfu. Now, the other thing is that, as you can see, this column must do, don't do, didn't do. So all three of them, all three different particles, lamul amr, la nahiya, and lam, whenever they come, the last letter of the singular verbs, so all of those verbs where they had a dhamma, yaftahu, taftahu, taftahu, aftahu, and naftahu, all of those singular verbs where they had a dhamma will change into a
sukoon.
Correct. And
you told us that actually this lam and lan, they are not coming before the muzari original verb. They are not coming before the muzari marfu.
Correct.
They are actually coming after the change stage from muzari to amr.
No, not amr. So they come in the fi'l mudari. When they come to fi'l mudari marfu, they become majzoom.
They become majzoom because but you gave the example just like tansuru, we change it to unsur. That's why it has the sukun at the end.
Correct.
But zoom, yeah.
Correct. Correct.
That is why they all have the sukun at the end.
Yes.
Because they are not coming before. They are not coming before the muzari itself. This is the changed form of the verb, right?
Yes, that's right. So because of the change, because you're changing the present tense to and when they precede the present tense, the form is the present tense is changed. So therefore, the last letter of the singular verbs will get a sukun. The dual and the plurals, the nouns are dropped.
Yeah, and nouns are dropped from the duals and the plurals, right?
Yes, masculines. And that's lam. And then lan itself, I'm going to ask this question to sister Godija. Sister Godija Higgins. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, sister.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the first time I'm joining.
Yep, you're welcome.
Okay.
Have you done any Arabic before, sister?
Yes, I did many years ago. I also completed book 2, but that was many years ago. So I wanted to kind of go over it again. Yeah.
Okay, do you know any of the sisters in the group?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So inshallah, are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Okay, that's brilliant. So message me afterwards, after class. If there's anything you need, by all means, I will assist you. But we are starting book 2 from scratch, so we still haven't started book 2 as yet.
Okay, awesome.
So you joined a good time. The only thing is that listen to the past 2 recordings of the actual book 2. These are preliminaries for starting book 2 itself. Okay.
Okay.
No problem at all. Right now, I'm going to ask Sister. Who's there? Let's ask Sister Butul Askar. Sister Butul.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Now, Sister Butul, I want you to explain Fi'l Mudari al-Mansub. What happens when it's mansub?
Then lan comes before it, and
Yep.
the dhamma changes to a fatha.
Correct. In which forms? Is all of them getting fatha, or is it the particular forms of the verb where after the lan, when lan comes, the last letter gets a fatha? Which ones are those? Look at the actual screen. The answer's there. Lan yaftaha.
Lan taftaha.
Correct.
Lan taftaha.
Correct.
And lan aftaha.
Yes.
Lan naftaha.
Exactly. So in these forms, where in the original present tense it was with a dhamma, now it gets a
fatha.
Exactly. And these arrows, which are pointing towards the left, it means like lam, the dual and the plurals, the nouns are dropped. The same ruling applies when lam precedes the present tense verb. So whatever's there, it will come across here. Lan. So what would it be then, Sister Butul? Lan yaftaha. Continue.
So lam yaftaha.
Correct. Lan
And
yaftahu.
Yaftahu.
Yep.
And lam taftaha.
Correct.
Lam yaftahna.
Excellent.
Lam taftaha.
Correct.
Lam taftahu.
Yep.
Lam taftahi.
Correct.
Lam taftaha.
Correct.
Lam taftahna.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And the last 2, lan aftaha.
Lan aftaha. Lan naftaha.
Excellent. Is that clear for you now?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Now, the only other thing I need to explain, and then I'm going to move on, is that we have also the imperatives are also for the third person as well. You can have the amr for the third person as well. But for when we do the amr for the second person, the harf al-ta, taftahu, taftahani, taftahuna, taftahina, taftahani, the ta is dropped. The ta is dropped.
Yes, the ta is dropped and we added alif, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hamzatul wasl.
Hamzatul wasl. Yeah.
However, when we make the amr for the third person, he and she, what we do, we bring the present tense verb and we add li in the beginning.
Okay.
We add li and make the last letter with a sukoon. So can you see the arrows now pointing towards the right?
Yeah.
It means that yaftah, you add li before it. Li yaftah, li yaftaha. Continue, Sister Fitza. Li
Liyaftahu.
Continue.
Litaftahu. Litaftah.
Correct.
Litaftaha. Liyaftahna.
Excellent. Is that clear for you now?
Yes.
So that
why did
brother, you said what do we add in the end? You said we add a li in the beginning, and you said something we
the
add
last
in
letter,
the end.
the last letter will have a sukoon. Will have a sukoon. So as you can see, lam al amr, la nahiya, and la lam, they all are coming under the title, under the subtitle, or the actual heading, al majzoom. So the single from the dhamma on the last letter of the present tense will get a sukoon. So it becomes liyaftah, liyaftaha, liyaftahu, litaftah, litaftaha, liyaftahna. So this meaning for the verb now, fataha yaftahu means he is opening, and when li comes, it's must. So liyaftah, he should open.
He should open. Okay. Yaftah. So these arrows means that the verb is in the same condition, just like lam and just like lam.
Yes.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum, Sheikh. So do you have some slide which is showing like the second person al-amr?
Which one? Which second person? What do you mean?
Like, is there any other slide which is showing what you're reading? Liyaftah. Is there any slide like that, or should we write?
I'll show you how.
Because here it is blank here. The
I'll write it in the chat box now. Liyaf. I have got the slides. They're in my bedroom. I'll send them in the group. It's going to be a big chart, and I'll send it to you later on, probably tomorrow now, because I need to find out where I'll put them. So I've got a free chart. It's a big sheet. It's all of the verbs. I'll send that across to you.
Sure, thank you.
So ismi lame amr, you just add li
exactly.
yaftah, and a lame nahiya, you add la yaftah.
MashaAllah, is it Taj? Is that you?
Yes.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Thank you.
So, and it's only for the ghaib, muzakkar and muannas.
Yep. And for also you have it for ana as well. Ana and nahnu.
Ana nahnu, that's one. Okay. Ana li ansur, or like li
ansur and li nansur.
Li nansur. Okay.
I'm just about finished. Give me 1 second. It's to have a class of students who are hardworking. It makes life easier for me to teach.
Okay, Maulana, there are two questions from the last lecture.
Yes.
First question is, what do you mean by because you always mention original state,
And the second question is Hamzatu Qat. That's what you say is only one time that word.
Yep,
So
yep.
yeah, I need to know these two things so I can understand.
Correct. That's no problem. As I said to yourself, the original state of the present tense verb. So whenever you have the present tense verb, when it's not preceded by anything or anything comes before it, it's in its original state. You remember I said about the nouns that in book 1, I said whenever a noun comes at the beginning of the sentence, it will be kitabun or al-kitabu. Do you remember that?
Yes.
The original state, which is called halatul marfu, when a noun gets a dhamma or a dhamma tanween.
Tanween. Okay.
The original state of the present tense is that the singular verbs yaftahu, taftahu gets a dhamma. The dual and the plurals get the noon with a kasra and the noon with a fatha. Is that clear for you?
Yes. So these are the original state.
Exactly. That's what it's called. Fi'l mudari marfu. Marfu meaning having a dhamma.
Mazari marfu.
Okay, Sister Higgins, are you in this group, Madinah Book 2?
Yes, yes.
So you're the last person to join the group, ending in 430, yeah?
430. I think so. I'm not sure. Let me just double check.
No, that's fine. That's not an issue. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. So I've just sent you the actual liyaftah, liyaftaha, liyaftahu, litafta, litaftaha, liyaftahna. Sister, everyone got it in the WhatsApp group as well? I've sent that across. Right. Okay. Is that clear for everyone so far?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Do you want? I think I haven't posted this in the group. Have I posted this in the group? No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Okay, I'll post this sheet across in the group so that you have it in the group as well. And the other thing is now I need to move on to the next phase. The next phase is. Give me one. Let me just change the slide. And inshallah, I'll try to start book 2 today. Okay, this. Now, as you can see, we did these verbs. We did the past tense when I was saying fa'ala. We did a verb with fa'ula and fa'ila, the past tense. And then the present tense, we did yaf'alu, yaf'ilu, and yaf'ulu. And then we did the amrs, if'al, if'il, and uf'ul. Does everyone remember that? Yes, we did the 6 patterns.
Yes, we did.
So they are called the regular verbs. Now, the next thing we're going to move on to, in the Arabic language, what we have is that when you want to alter the original meaning of a verb, for example, I'll give you an example. You know the verb ghafara. Ghafara, he forgave. Past tense, ghafara yaghfuru. He is forgiving, okay? Ghafara, he forgave. There's no reason why he forgave. He forgave. Okay? There's no reason for it. Now, when you want to change the meaning that the person now has remorse. Everyone understand remorse? Is regretting what he has done and he wants to seek forgiveness. Remember now the word seek forgiveness. What we do, we will not use the verb ghafara. What we will do, we will add alif, sin, and ta. Can you see all of the letters in yellow?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So alif, sin, and ta, when they are added to a 3-letter verb, it alters the meaning of the verb to seek. So ghafara, ghain fara. When we add alif, sin, and ta, it will change the meaning istaghfara. Istaghfara, yastaghfiru. In namaz we say astaghfirullah rabbi wa atubu ilay. When we say astaghfirullah, it means that, oh Allah, I am seeking forgiveness.
But you said it should be alif kasra, right?
Alif in the past tense is with alif with the kasra. Astaghfiru is present tense. I am asking forgiveness.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now I'll give you another example. What does khair mean?
Goodness.
Goodness. That's a basic translation. Okay. Khair is goodness, but there are more meanings of khair in Arabic language. So okay, let me mention that because this is good for you. There's a recording of my one on YouTube. One of my there's a talk I gave. Jazakallahu khair. Did anyone listen to about that? There's a recording on YouTube where I talked about Jazakallahu khair. May Allah give you khair. Now,
No, we didn't.
okay, there in heaven, in heaven there is a river which is called Jazak. When we say Jazakallah khair, it means may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the water from khair. A river in heaven which is called khair. Okay, there is a river in heaven which is called khair, and this river, this lake, which this pond or this lake which runs the river, on both sides of it, the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, they will live there. And also the lovers of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam also will reside there as well. So a lot of people don't know, when we say Jazakallah khair, this is the dua which you're making for someone. Okay?
Okay. So khair is the name of a river in
Heaven. And the stem of this river, the actual stem, where it comes from Hawz Kauthar.
Oh, Hawz Kauthar.
So name of that river is Khair?
Yes.
And it is coming from Hawz Kauthar.
Yeah.
Okay.
MashaAllah, Subhanallah, Allahumma salli ala
this is a fountain for everyone, right?
Pardon?
This is a fountain from everyone.
This is a fountain for the lovers of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam.
Yeah.
Only for the lovers of Ahlul Bayt.
And the lovers of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because even there are not people even I don't know, I'll try to the problem is I haven't got time, otherwise I would have talked about the maqamat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Quran, because even amongst our Muslim communities there is so much tanqis, devaluing Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. People do not understand the position and the status of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that how great of a prophet he is, that even the other prophets needed the wasila of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to become the positions that they are at.
Beshak.
So
indeed.
So a lot of people, when we recite Milad itself, we talk about Miraj, we talk about Hijrat, we talk about these events. Talk about Rasulullah in the Quran. If you want to understand Rasulullah, talk in the Quran. Listen, compare, see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Quran.
True. Beshak, subhanallah.
So try to, especially the speakers, try to because the Quran itself is the miracle of Rasulullah, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And in the Quran, you will realize the position of Rasulullah in comparison to the other prophets. We say that Sunnis and Shias both will say, Kuntu nabiyan wal Adam bayn al-ma'i wa teen. I was a prophet, that when Hazrat Adam alayhi salam was between mud and water and clay. Now, in the ayat of the Quran, how is that being demonstrated or illustrated? Kis tarike se? The way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala addresses Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the way he talks to Rasulullah and the other prophets highlights the position of Rasulullah and the other prophets.
Yeah, right. You say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a lover of Prophet Muhammad. He said, Ya ayyuhal muzammil, Ya ayyuhal mudassir.
Exactly. Exactly. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is being funded, loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, जिस तरीके से माँ अपने बेटे के साथ प्यार करती है. This is the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows his love to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Yeah, I was listening to a lecture and like very nicely he said like Quran is like a qasida of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Everywhere you see there Allah is talking to his prophet in such a beautiful way. So I really
Let me
like
put it
that.
another way. Let me put it another way. Now this is okay. Okay, let's talk about this couple of minutes as we are we're talking about the actual Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this is about Quran as well. Now, in the Quran, this is beautiful. Now, understanding the position of the Ahlul Bayt and the position of Rasulullah and the position of Sahaba, the companions. Companions, they have their positions. Now, our ulama have said this: you cannot compare the companions with the Ahlul Bayt al-Muslim. Ahlul Bayt are part of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Okay? And
Yes,
also, let me go. What is my proof? The proof, the Sunnis and the Shias, both of us agree upon one thing which we are united on. What is that? When Imam Mahdi, Ajallahu Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, when he will come, who would lead the prayers? Exactly. Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, he is Ulul Azm Prophet as well. He has a book as well.
right.
A prophet praying behind an Imam, it's a proof that the position of, because he is related to Rasulullah, he is from the lineage of Rasulullah, Imam Mahdi Ajallahu Ta'ala Faraj al-Sharif has that superiority upon Hazrat Isa alayhi salam.
Right.
Even Sunni ulama have, those who are truthful seeking have mentioned this. Yes, it proves the superiority of Imam Mahdi Ajallahu Ta'ala Faraj al-Sharif. Now, let me continue this point. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, وَلَقَدْ مَنَّ اللَّهُ إِذْ بَعَثَ فِيهِمْ رَسُولٌ. Now, the word walaqad, indeed, I have manna is a favor. Man. I'm not going to go into the details because it will be a whole 1 hour discussion. The word manna is ihsan. Man ganna.
Right.
Manna Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala favored mu'mineen by sending Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Which ayah is it this?
I'll send you the ayah. I'll send you the whole ayah for him. Then in the other ayah, in regards to other prophets, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has never used the word man. That I have sent you inna arsalnaka nuhan ila qawmihi in Surah Nuh.
Right.
Ibrahim, irsal, the word irsal, send, has been used.
Send him.
But with regards to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, walaqad manna Allahu, indeed Allah has favored believers by sending Rasulullah. Number one, the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam have been used as similar in the Quran. It shows. Let me give you the ayah now.
But at other places, for Quran, Allah said this.
Just 1 second, Fiza. Anuridu.
Inna arsalnaka mubashiran wa shahidan.
Yes. It's probably there's a discussion on that as well. But there are different verses now. In
different verses, yeah.
But the manna is the important thing. Now, the way
manna is like a superlative degree for ihsan.
No. Anna is a verb. Manna yamunna.
It's a verb.
Yeah, manna yamunna is a verb. Yeah,
you said it's from ihsan. Its meaning is ihsan.
Yes, meaning is ihsan.
Surah Al-Imran 164.
Yeah. Now, in the Quran as well, like Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is being given that position of man and ihsan upon the believers. Now, even in the other ayat of the Quran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, he uses the same word man. he uses the same word man. First of all, the Ahlul Bayt al-Muslim, in regards to Imam Ali alayhi salam, what happened in Ayah Mubahala? Mawla Ali alayhi salam, Sunni Tafsir Suyuti, Jalaluddin Suyuti have mentioned that this Nafs Rasul, this Nafs Rasul is proving the superiority of Imam Ali alayhi salam because he's Nafs Rasul upon the other prophets.
Yeah.
Because he's a Nafs Rasul.
Because Prophet took him, only
Exactly.
him.
Exactly. And the other proof that Imam Ali alayhi salam is of that caliber is that when Ayah Bara'ah, when Surah Tawbah was revealed, and when the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that send someone, Abu Bakr went to take these ayat to deliver them. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Imam Ali Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam a message that you need to send someone from you.
Yeah.
That if other companions were so superior, then why did Imam Ali alayhi salam have to go and say that the duty has been annulled from you, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered Rasulullah? That proves that the actual position of Imam Ali. Now coming back, now this proves that the position of the Ahlul Bayt, you cannot compare the Ahlul Bayt al-Muslim with other individuals itself.
Right. Everyone agrees on this, right?
Not really, because there, unfortunately, what's happened is that there is a
comparison.
Yes, जब इंसान में दुश्मनी हो तो फिर वो कहते हैं मुकारना करते हैं कि दूसरों को उसके मकाम पर अहल बैत मुस्लिम के मकाम पर लेके आए. If you look at ulama,
but most of my Sunni friends, they believe in this, that Ahlul Bayt are much higher placed than companions.
If that's the case, then why is then the deen not taken from the Ahlul Bayt al-Muslim? Exactly.
Practically, they say that yes, we believe Imam Ali is that the height of everything, but because it happened in the history, he was the first Khalifa, then the second and third, then we cannot change the history. That's why they say that yes, we believe them as a Khulafa, but at a spiritual level, in everything, Hazrat Ali was superior than any of the Sahaba. Even in their books, they say we have Imam Ali's fazilat hadiths are outnumbered than any other Sahaba, any other Sahabi's fazilat. So they have Imam Ali's status is much higher than any companion of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
So I agree to that, but the next step is that now you need to realize that there are two things. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam story. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam is mentioned more than any other prophet.
Right.
Look what the Hazrat Musa alayhi salam's nation did. And what Hazrat Musa alayhi salam did when he came back to Samari itself. So doing something, even when Rasulullah and Hazrat Musa alayhi salam was absent, when Musa alayhi salam came, he didn't say that what Samari had done, keep on following it. It's no, he condemned it. So it's not a proof saying that what happened is history. Yes, it's a history, a documented history. What's happened is happened. But there are some Quran ayat, sunnatullahi.
Right. Yeah, next step is to follow them. Yeah, exactly. Next step is to follow them, to obey them. Yeah.
There's no change in the sunnah of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inna ja'alna inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew to make a khalifa before, why did he not know about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Ma'adallah, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ignorant?
No. He knew everything about that. Right?
Exactly. So ये अल्लाह के ऊपर इश्काल मादल्ला होता है कि रसूलुल्लाह अल्लाह को मालूम नहीं, he did not know what's going to happen after the ummah, after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam demise. So that is against this is against the عربی میں الفاظ ہے اور عربی میں اردو میں لطف الہی the mercy of Allah
Against
subhanahu
the
wa ta'ala.
mercy of Allah.
Exactly.
Right. Lutf ilahi.
But inshallah, I'm going to start. I will start a discussion about 40 sessions, 35 to 40 sessions about imamat in the Quran. Imamat in the Quran, go through ayat of the Quran, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, how other imams were created, and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has that tradition of imamat within the Quran, and who are imams itself.
Sure, inshallah.
Continue to point. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word nuridu an namunna. وَلَقَدْ مَنَّ اللَّهُ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. So manna has been used there. When we go to now Hazrat Imam Zamana, Imam Mahdi Ajallahu Ta'ala Faraj wa Sharif.
Salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
In Surah Qasas, وَنُرِيدُ أَنَّ مُنَّ عَلَى الَّذِينَ. So we desire to favor on those who are weak. So again, the same title, same type of wording is being used for the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam.
Right, for Imam Zamana, yeah,
Exactly.
especially.
Yes. So this is a comparison of Ahlul Bayt. And then if you do want to do another comparison of the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, mujhe koi ek ayat, give me one ayat in the Quran condemning the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam.
No, never. We cannot find.
Exactly. There's no ayah condemning the Ahlul Bayt, but with regards to the wives of the Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it says in the Quran that if their hearts have become twisted, and if we wanted to, we can give you better wives.
Right. Yeah. There are so many incidents in the Quran about her. Yeah.
So in general, khair, this is now coming back to khair itself, and coming back to the lesson now. Khair itself is goodness now. Okay, khair is goodness, and everyone say jazakallah khair. Now, when we sometimes do the word istikhara, the word is khair, and adding the alif and the sin and ta, istikhara, yastakhiru, istikharatan. When you do the istikhara of the Quran or the istikhara of the tasbih, it's seeking khair for you.
Seeking khair, yes.
Got it?
Right.
Yeah.
So this is called istikhara and seeking. Now, all of these different patterns, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, these additional letters which have been added, what they are doing is that they're altering the meaning of the original 3-letter verb. Got that?
Okay.
So I'm going to finish this off and within the next 15-20 minutes. Now, when we add an alif in the beginning of a verb, af'ala, so we add an alif in the beginning to a 3-letter verb, af'ala, and the present tense is yuf'ilu, and the amr is af'il. So what happens in the amr, the alif, so here in yuf'ilu, how many letters are? Fa, ain, lam. Correct?
Right, 4 letters.
4 letters.
The ya is of the present tense. Ignore that. But the fa, ain, lam is 3 letters. And in the past tense, af'ala is 4 letters, correct?
4 letters. Yeah,
right.
4 letters.
The reason, so the alif has been dropped in the present tense. You following?
Right. And ya represents the present
tense, correct. And when you make the amr, the alif, Sister Maryam, this is the alif. Aliful hamzatul qat. Hamzatul qat, this is the hamzatul qat, that it is pronounced wherever it comes. So this afala in the past tense will be pronounced in the past tense, present tense, and imperative. So af'il, this hamza will be pronounced wherever it comes. So
hamzatul qat, how do you pronounce like qaf and ta?
Qaf, ta, ain, qat.
Qaf, ta, ain.
Yeah,
hamzatul qat.
Yeah, that's right. So this is called hamzatul qat, and it's pronounced. Okay. Now
it's always, we always pronounce it.
Yes, wherever it comes. Now let me give you some examples, and then I want to do this. Look at this. Now, whenever this verb comes, it gives the meaning of causative. Causative. What I mean by that, causative. Now, I'll give you an example. Dakhala Muhammadun fil masjidi. What's the translation of that? Dakhala Muhammadun fil masjidi.
Muhammad
The
entered
masjid,
in the
enter
mosque.
in the masjid.
Correct. Muhammad entered the masjid. Now, when you say, look at this now. Jalasa means he sat. Jalasa fi safil awwali. So now I'm going to teach you the difference between jalasa and ajlasa. He's seated. So when he seats someone, what does that mean?
We
Then
cause him
we
to have the
okay.
seat.
Exactly. He made someone sit down. So look at the example now. Sister Shanaz Daddy, can you come on the mic, please?
जी आगा अस्सलाम
Jalasto.
आगा जलसलतु في
Jalasto.
الصف
Jalasto.
جلست في الصف أولي
في الصف الأولي.
أولي وأجلست طفلة جانبي.
جانبي.
Yeah. I sat in the first row and I seated the child by my side.
Correct. Can you see the difference now?
Yeah, there is a yes.
So one is jalasto, I sat. Ajlasto, I made someone sit. I seated someone.
Someone, yeah.
So that is
Like-
the difference.
Like last time you tell us that when you add alif to a verb, it means causing or doing. So
Exactly.
it's the same.
Yeah, causing.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
that's
Yeah,
right.
we talked about
last,
adwal.
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Exactly.
like
So
ikhraj and idkhal or
exactly.
inzal. Okay.
Ahsanti. Now, I quickly want to now start book one, lesson one, because I don't want to take too long of your time in doing other things. Now, I want, let me get, now, here now, the alif, this is the past tense, 4-letter verb now, akrama. So what's happening is that normally in the 3-letter verbs, all of the 3 letters had a fatha. Now, you will have now the fa, the kaf now coming with a sukun. And the ending itself will be exactly the same as if it's a 3-letter verb. Now, I'm going to ask someone to go through them who has not had a chance to come. Elia, Sister Elia, come on the mic.
Yes.
I want you to do akrama, all of past tense, akrama.
Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Okay. الماضي المعلوم هو
Yep.
أكرم هما أكرما هم أكرموا هي أكرمت هي أكرمت هما أكرمتا هن أكرمنا أنت أكرمت أنتما أكرمتما أنتم أكرمتم أنت أكرمتي أنتما أكرمتما أنتن أكرمتن أنا أكرمت نحن أكرمنا.
Thank you. Present tense now, Sister Shanaz Zadi.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم المظاهر المعلوم غائب مذكر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هو يكرم هما يكرماني هم يكرمون هي تكرم هما تكرماني هن يكرمنا أنت تكرم أنتما تكرماني أنتم تكرمون أنت تكرمين أنتما تكرماني أنتن تكرمنا أنتن تكرمنا أنا أكرم نحن نكرم.
Excellent.
Is it a fatha? Is tukrimna or
Tukrimna is the dhamma.
Okay, there's dhamma.
Sister Asma, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Asma. Are you there, Sister Asma?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, the Amr now will be dropping the harf al-mudari from the beginning itself, all of them. Tukrimu, tukrimani, tukrimuna, tukrimina, tukrimna. Now you drop the ta. Once you drop the ta, the hamzatul qat, which was in the past tense, it reappears again. It reappears again, and it becomes akrim. Go ahead. That's the amr. Akrim.
Akrim.
Yep.
Anta akrim. Antuma akrima.
Correct.
Antum akrimu.
Correct.
Anti akrimi.
Correct.
Antuma akrima. Antunna akrimna.
Excellent. Is this clear for you?
Yes.
So akrama yukrim means he gave karuma, here's a 3-letter verb, karuma, he became respectable or honorable. Akrama, he gave respect to someone.
Right.
Okay. Now
Right.
I need to do one more and then I will start book 1 inshallah today. Book 2.
Inshallah.
Sister Maryam, Bismillah.
Yes. What you want me to read?
I would like you to read the past tense now. Here now, let me explain. Ahabba, there's alif, ha, and ba. So how many letters are there now?
There are 4 letters.
How?
No, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, there are.
No, you're right. You're right. You're 4 letters. How is it?
Yeah.
Explain how is it 4 letters?
Tashdid, because the ba is 2 times.
Exactly. So the ba itself now, because of the ba having a shadda, originally it should be ahbaba. If the shadda wasn't there,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be ahbaba. Now, ahbaba, because of the shadda, normally, can you see, remember akrama? The ha should have been with a sukoon. The ha should have been with a sukoon. But because the problem is that because the ba has a shadda, the previous letter before the ba has to have a fatha to be able to read it. Correct?
Okay. Yes.
Because if the ha had a sukoon as well, then we cannot read the shadda itself.
Okay.
The letter with the shadda. So that's the reason why the ha has a fatha. So it's ahabba. Now look over here, sister. Number 6. What happens in the form number 6? The shadda is removed. And the 2 bars are separated, and the second bar gets a sukoon. And now the ha is getting a sukoon as well. Is that clear, sister?
Yes.
So
it's ahbabna.
Exactly. Ahbabna. So let's do the past tense now. Ahabba. Bismillah.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. ماضي المعلوم هو أحب هما أحب هم أحبوا هي أحبت هما أحبت هما أحبتا هن أحببنا أنت أحببت أنتما أحببتما أنتم أحببتم أنتِ أحببتِ أنتما أحببتما أنتن أحببتن أنا أحببت نحن أحببنا.
Excellent. Is this clear for you so far?
Yes. Now I know the reason why it get the fatha on the ha. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah, mashallah, that's brilliant. Thank you. Now, ahabba, that's the reason, because of the shadda there. That's the reason I had to have a fatha there. Now,
so what will be the meaning of ahabba?
Ahabba, muhabbat.
Like he made
No, he liked something. Comes from the word ahabba yuhibbu ihbab. He liked something. Ana uhibbu ashai.
No, you told us that adding alif is to make someone do something. So
cause or do something.
Yeah, this is causative. So how can we translate?
Okay, so ahabba, I liked someone. So I'm caused. So uhibbu ashai. I desire to do that thing. It gives that meaning across.
Yeah, I can understand uhibbu meaning, but ahabba, what like it's causing someone to love someone, like
causing my heart to love someone.
Causing my heart. I like that one.
It's not because it is huwa ahabba. It's like second
like,
person. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
for myself.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Just 1 second.
Yes. Can you please tell the translation? Ohibbu, I know that's, yeah, I love this. And
So ahabba,
huwa
so
ahabba.
ahabba can come in the meaning of I want something. So
I want him to
yeah,
love. Okay.
okay.
So he, huwa
he
ahabba
liked,
means?
he loved or he liked.
Huwa ahabba, he wanted something or he liked something.
Because we have to do past here, like
Yeah,
mazi and
yeah,
huwa
correct.
ghaib.
And the other thing it's good that you asked this question, Sister Fiza. Now, ahabba or babu if'al having the alif in the beginning, it causative is one of the meanings which this verb gives. There are other meanings as well.
There are other meanings as well.
Yes, yes.
So that's not the
Okay,
only meaning. Like
Exactly.
causing or
that's not
doing.
the only meaning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because
Okay.
I
Here,
read this
Because we
somewhere
write it
else.
down that causing or doing. So we
yeah,
write it down one meaning,
exactly,
and that's why we stick with that.
exactly.
Thank you, Chef.
So sometimes now here it does not make a sense of causative here. Now I'll give you an example. Sometimes whenever alif is added, it sometimes gives the meaning of, for example, so
My, I,
no. There are 6 different other meanings as well. Now I'm just thinking.
6 different meanings.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arabic has a lot of meaning in the
Yeah.
word.
So that so there are 6 other meanings as well, which adding the alif will change the meaning as well. So it's good that you've asked this question. So maybe what I'll do next week, I'll give you the different. I'll give you the other tips as well. Of course, I won't teach you them. I don't expect you to know them or learn them. But I'll give you a taster. What are the other different meanings? One of them is causative, but there are other meanings as well.
Sure.
For example, okay, let me explain one of them. Now, in the Arabic language, there are 2 types of verbs. In the Arabic language, there are 2 types of verbs. Write this down. There is a transitive verb.
Transitive.
Transitive. Transitive verb. And transitive verb. Okay. Let me just use the actual chat box to explain this as well. It's good to have you, Fiza, in the class. You ask questions.
I always give you like.
I like them, Keith. Criticism.
Sorry about that.
Marks
But I
itself.
just want to. I want to understand fully. Like I just cannot memorize the things. I have to understand everything.
You have to dissect everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, I prefer that. As long as the other students are understanding, I can teach that. The reason why I have to, I deliberately sometimes try to narrow down, make things shallow.
To make it easy for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can understand. But
Okay.
you told us that this alif is positive, so ahabba doesn't make any.
No, I understand that. I'll explain now. I'll explain.
Thank you, Jazakallah.
Okay.
So then we have to do the translation of all the mazi here. Ahabba, ahabba.
Yeah, just 1 second. Okay, see this now. Fi'l muta'addi and fi'l lazim.
Oh, okay. Fi'l al-muta'addi and fi'l al-lazim.
Okay, fi'l muta'addi and al-fi'l al-lazim. Now, fi'l muta'addi. Okay, I've wrote in the chat box. This is Sister Parveen Naqvi, this is new for you as well, and for Sister Gulshan.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, now fi'l muta'addi in English, it's called a transitive. Do you want me to say that?
Verb.
Transitive verb. Transitive verb. Fi'l muta'addi is a transitive verb. Now, a transitive verb is that verb which requires a doer and a object. That's a transitive verb. For example,
fa'il and maf'ul.
yes, fi'l, fa'il and maf'ul. Kataba Muhammadun Risala Muhammad, I wrote in the chat box as well. Muhammad wrote a letter. So Muhammad is the doer, wrote is the verb, a letter is the object. So this is called fi'l muta'addi, okay?
Right.
Then we have
Muhammad wrote a letter.
yeah, Muhammad wrote a letter.
So it has fa'il, maf'ul, and fa'il.
Fi'l, fa'il, maf'ul, correct. Fi'l lazim, which fi'l lazim is an intransitive verb. Is an intransitive verb. What that means, it means that verb which requires only a doer to complete its meaning.
Only a doer. So fa'il, only fa'il.
Yes, fa'il. Example.
Yes.
ذهب
You okay?
Zahaba,
زيد
Zaidun,
إلى المسجد.
I think you need inhaler.
ila al-masjid.
Huh?
ذهب زيد إلى المسجد. Zaid went to the
Mosque.
mosque. Does it require an object? No, it doesn't. It's a complete sentence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got it?
It has fa'il.
Exactly. It's a file. For example, if I said ضرب زيد, ضرب زيد, and stayed quiet, is it a complete sentence?
No.
No. No. You'll say, who did Zaid hit? Who did Zaid hit? So when so you say he hit Bakr, or you hit Amr, or you hit say Khalid.
Usman Kumar.
Khalid. So when a question can be asked, who did he went with? Who did Zaid hit? Then you realize that this verb requires an object. So one of the ways of knowing that whether the verb requires an object or not, just put after the verb it in the translation. It or him. I'll give you an example. Akala. Akala means he ate. Okay?
Right. Akala.
Alif, Kaf, Lam. Akala. Akala. I'll write it down in the box.
Akala. Yes.
Akala, he ate. If I put akala and plus, I'll write it deliberately separately. Akala plus who? He ate it. Does it make sense?
No.
He
Yes,
ate
it
it.
does. He ate it.
Yeah.
He ate it. It's referring to an object, apple, fruit, whatever. But it makes sense.
Akalahu.
He ate it. In English, we say it. He ate it.
Yeah.
For example, he hit him. He hit him. He.
So who is representing it?
who is right, because who in book 1 we said that who is in the Arabic language, there's no word for it. Therefore, we use the pronouns who and ha to use in the meaning of it.
Right, right. Attached pronouns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
pronouns.
when this who is added to a verb, and if it gives a meaning across, then you know that verb is a transitive verb.
Transitive verb.
Okay?
So it is giving the meaning. The sentence is complete.
Exactly. Exactly.
Good.
Is that clear now?
Yes, it is.
Now, sometimes now this is the thing, and I'm going to explain. Now, I'll give you an example now. The verb dhahaba. The verb dhahaba, if I said he went it or he went him, does that make sense?
No.
No?
No.
Exactly. So dhahaba itself, the verb, it's an intransitive verb.
Oh.
Intransitive verb.
So we cannot, we never use this like with the
object
as an object.
So it means there are some words we can use like akala and the other words are not.
Correct.
So there are words. That's the words, we can differentiate them.
No, verbs. They're verbs, yeah.
Verbs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, verbs which are intransitive and intransitive verb. Now, question now. Now, this is a question now. Now, a verb, now you can write this in the form of a question. Can a verb which is intransitive become transitive? Can a verb which is intransitive become transitive? Meaning, a verb which does not require a object, can that be changed into a verb which will require an object?
Yes.
Should be.
I think yes.
Sister Mariam, ahsanti. Excellent. Sister Elia, ahsanti. Yes. You can.
So by definition, you just told us that this is the definition of transitive verb and this is intransitive.
Correct.
But they can, intransitive can be changed into transitive verb.
Exactly. Sister Fisa, adding the alif now can make a transitive verb, so intransitive verb into a transitive verb.
Yes.
Adding alif.
Exactly.
Okay. Just like we did ahabba.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just alif.
Got it?
Got it.
Adding an alif will make it a transitive verb, right?
Yes. So adding an alif to a 3-letter verb which is intransitive will become a transitive verb.
Okay.
Like karama se akrama.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
And kharaja se akhraja.
Intransitive.
You understood it, Sister Mariam. Is that clear for you now?
Yes. Thank you.
Sister Parveen?
Yes, Mulana. Yes, I got it.
So this is the one example you gave us.
Yeah. This is one example I gave you. And this will be more than I'll delve in this a bit more next week in class because I don't want to do too much for you.
You said more than 6 different meanings of adding alif.
This is more than enough. Just one is causative and the other is making it a verb which is intransitive into transitive. I'll give you examples. I just want you to absorb this information. If you have done this, that's fantastic.
Sure. Inshallah. We will try our best, inshallah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, just 1 second. Now, ahabba, we've done that. Yuhibbu, I want you to finish this off. What I'm going to ask. Sister Elia, can you, no, Sister Elia, Batul, go ahead. Sister Batul. Yuhibbu, present tense. Sister Batul, Oscar.
Yes,
Bismillah.
yes, Malana, what do you want me to read? Madari al-Majhul?
فعل مضارع معلوم يحب يحباني.
Okay. هو يحب هما يحبان هم يحبون هي تحب هما تحبان هن يحببن أنت تحب أنتما تحبان أنتم تحبون أنت
تحبين
تحبين
Correct.
yeah. أنت تحبين أنتما تحبان أنتن تحببن أنا أحب نحن نحب.
Excellent. And the amr is ahbib. So it could be ahbib, that's one amr, as like akarim, or like the second verb, the second imperative, remove the alif, the ba with a fatha is sufficient. So like this here, tuhibbu, change the dhamma to a fatha and add the alif in the beginning, ahibba. So whenever, the ruling is that whenever there's a shadda on the last letter and you wanted to make it into an amr, removing the dhamma on the singular and changing into a fatha will make it into an amr. So ahibba, 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 ahibbu,
But it's
ahibbi.
written ahbib.
I know this is one. There's two amr. You could either say ahbib or ahibba. Both of them are correct. You can remove the shadda and make it ahbib, or have the shadda and say ahibba.
Okay. And both will have the same meaning?
Yes.
Okay.
Ahibba, ahibba, ahibbu, ahibbi, ahibba, ahbib.
No.
No. Got it, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes? Everyone?
Yes.
Have you got about 5 minutes more? 5 to 10 minutes? Or everyone tired? Or everyone got something else to do?
No, it's almost Maghrib time here, so.
Not tired. You're making it, mashallah. You're teaching us
Very
very
good.
well.
Yeah, but we have Maghrib prayer in like 5 minutes.
That's fine. 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 minutes is enough.
It is clear. It is clear. Everything is clear till now. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, that's fine. So I want to just to start the lesson, and then I'll finish the lesson off next week. So at least you started the book, because at the moment you haven't even touched the book yet. Tabarrukan, I'm going to start the lesson so that you've at least had a taster of the book itself now.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully we will not ask any questions.
Well, I'll not answer the question. You ask the question. I'll say I'll memorize it, write it down. I'll answer the question next week for you. Okay, that's what I'll do.
Sure, inshallah.
Okay, Bismillah.
Don't tell yourself, Biza. You're not gonna ask question.
Yeah, I'm saying
Okay.
to myself.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil rajul. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ad-darsul awwalu, the first lesson. So the word bayti, as you know, means my house. The ya is added, the possessive pronoun, to baytun and made it bayti, my house. Now, let's read. It says here, Hada bayti. This is my house. Bayti amam al-masjidi. My house is in front of the masjid. Bayti jamilun. My house is beautiful. Fihi. Now the word bayt itself is masculine. Who here is referring to the house itself. Fihi hadiqatun saghiratun. In it is a small garden. Now the word hadiqatun is feminine, saghiratun is feminine, because the word saghiratun, lesson number 9 in book 1, we talked about adjectives. So saghiratun is an adjective for hadiqatun, what type of garden it is. In it is a small garden. Hadihi is used feminine because the word ghurfatun is feminine. Hadihi ghurfati. This is my room. So the word ghurfatun is feminine. So in it, ha is referring back to the room. Fiha nafidatun kabiratun. In it is a big window. Wa mirwahatun jamilatun. So mirwahatun is a fan. In it and a beautiful fan. Hada tariri. This is my bed. Wa hada kursiyi. And this is my chair. Wa hada maktabi. This is my desk. Sa'ati wa qalami wa kitabi. My watch, my pen, my book, على
On the desk. On the desk.
on the desk. وحقيبتي تحت المكتب. And my bag is underneath the desk. The word غرفتي means my room. The word نافذة means window. Means window of my room. نافذة غرفتي مفتوحة. Window of my room is open. Okay. هذه غرفة أخي. This is room of my brother. وتلك غرفة أختي. And that is room of my sister. غرفة أخي, room of my brother, كبيرة. وغرفة أختي صغيرة. And room of my sister is small. غرفة أخي, room of my brother, أمام غرفتي. Room of my brother is in front of my room. وغرفة أختي أمام المطبخ. And room of my sister is in front of the kitchen. لي أخ. I have a brother. How many brothers? واحد. I have one brother. اسمه أسامة. ولي أخت واحدة. And I have one sister. Adjective here. واحدة. أخت is feminine. واحدة is a feminine adjective as well, because it's an adjective for أخت. اسمها سعاد. Her name is Suad. أبي وأمي. My father and my mother. في تلك الغرفة. In that room. Which room is this? Is it a large room? Small room? So al-ghurfati is kamilata marbuta and alif lam, and it's singular, and it's an adjective for ghurfa. My mother, my father, my mother are in that big room. Ana uhibbu abi wa ummi. I love my father and my mother. Wa uhibbu akhi wa ukhti. And I love my brother and sister. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Jazakallah khair for being so patient.
Jazakallah, Maulana. May Allah reward you best for everything.
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, everyone, and inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the happiness, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us true followers of Ahlul Bayt al-Islam, and love Jazakallah khair. Is this clear for everyone now, this lesson?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Alhamdulillah.
So,
please send the grammar pages. They are the hard ones. This is the easy thing.
yeah, I'll send you the grammar
Translation
pages as well.
is very easy.
Yeah.
No. I haven't even started. I haven't dissected this. If I start dissecting it,
that would be the mistake.
Yes.
When he will ask us, then we will know.
Exactly. I'm just read the lesson yet. I haven't dissected the lesson yet. So
when Maulana reads, it's easy.
No, things I'll dissect this as well.
But he's right. When he comes to like the section, then it will be like more learning.
Yeah. So inshallah, I want you to read the points to remember. So inshallah, and then I'll send you some handouts for lesson 1 as well. Okay, so that you have the handouts for lesson 1. Okay.
Yes,
اللهم
please.
صل على
Please.
محمد
Thank you.
وآل محمد
Allahumma
أجل
salli ala
الفرج.
Muhammad.
Thank you very much.
Any pressing question
Assalamu
anyone else
alaikum.
has? Any pressing question anyone has? Small, short, brief? No?
No, not now. We will ask you
Okay,
later, inshallah.
no problem. التماس دعاء اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
جزاك الله خير. التماس دعاء.
حافظ.
أمان الله.
جزاك الله خير. السلام عليكم.
في أمان الله.
الله.
That is.